Hey everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan and everything rainbows and unicorns. Well, I'll tell you, it's never a dull moment in the crypto space. Tonight, around midnight, I was in the Dirty Dog Trivia. This is something that's put on by XRP. It's one of the fun game show type formats that I love to listen to or sometimes play. And Yassine Mubarak popped in to play. And he is a little bit tapped in, and he said that he heard some update about the Polysign situation. He couldn't give the details, but he was worrying much less than he was 2 days ago. If you missed the announcement of this scheduled public auction notice of a foreclosure sale of Polysign, that's the company that Arthur Brito and the CTO of Ripple, David Schwartz, are behind. Arthur is, by the way, one of the original architects of the XRP ledger. So Polysign raised $53 million in a Series C funding round last April. And Boathouse Capital, in addition, granted Polysign $25 million in a credit facility. Now, Polysign manages the largest digital assets under management. They did that through an acquisition of MG Stover, more than $40 billion. And while this particular round of funding was going to support expansion of maybe somewhere in the neighborhood, as it says here in the article, between 20 and 30%. So they were at 165 full-time employees, and they wanted to increase that percentage to build out their solutions. A problem arose when they defaulted on a payment, and Ronald Caspert, an auctioneer, was set to auction off Polysign, as it had also pledged its IP, and it was going to be handled by Latham and Watkins. They're a firm in New York, and it was scheduled for 10 a.m. on January 5th. Boathouse retained Lockwood advisors to get that job done. And Lakewood put an announcement out for everyone to read publicly on December 7th. That announcement has been taken down, and with what Yassine said in today's live space, thank goodness it looks like there is a resolution. Polysign's custody is one thing, but the technology behind the IP, the intellectual property that Polysign has, is quite extraordinary. Allow me to read from the white paper the vision from the atomic net, which is powered by Polysign. Just this opening paragraph, you can see that the atomic net vision is to enable a world of liquidity where every asset, including traditionally illiquid assets like real estate, private equity, can be instantly and securely traded for another asset. To achieve this vision, the Atomic Net Protocol enables participants to directly settle trades without pre-funding while minimizing credit risk. Atomic Net also greatly reduces trade breakage and settlement costs. So, can you believe that they are so far ahead of the curve? They had this vision a couple of years ago, and they knew that everything in the world of real-world assets was going to be tokenized. Polysign has 12 patents, and on the 16th of November, a utility patent was granted. This is a method for escrow of master keys and recovery. This is really important in this world of digital assets. Atomic Net, powered by Polysign, has this test net. It, yes, is fictitious in content, but it's a demo site on how it works. And wow, amazing architecture. A solution highlighted, you'll see also for Fedwire. That's something. So if Polysign has figured out custody and key safety and recovery, you can understand why this fourth breach of trust by Ledger now is really unacceptable. This is the latest phishing attack, and it's bad. Ledger confirmed an exploit that happened, and you're to stop using any decentralized apps because a former employee name and email address has shown up in a compromised code. Very sloppy and dangerous management. This product is just out of control. And it's unfortunate that in the space, they paid affiliates to promote it. And for years, we've had a lot of influencers make a lot of money by offering a link that pays them for you to purchase one of these Ledger products. And this is a problem in the space because we don't have the influencers double checking. Is it open source? What is the track record on this company? It's really this is a problem, and I am, like Weetza Wind. He's decided not to stay quiet. Well, I guess I'm deciding not to stay quiet either, and I want to make out one more point because it was something I heard in a video tonight. Back in February, iTrust Capital announced that they had a strategic partnership with Fortress Trust. They are relying on another third party, and they're relying on this company called Fortress Trust. If you remember, Ripple was going to acquire them. Just as Ripple was about to make that acquisition, which, by the way, they did not, Fortress CEO said that hackers had stolen 15 million, mostly Bitcoin, from their custody services. So it was stolen due to vulnerability in the cloud sync function of Google Authenticator. To oversell the capabilities of these third parties that you have to place your trust in, it is totally wrong. Moving along to Consensus, this is an event that is pretty big, put on by CoinDesk. It'll be in Austin, Texas this year. It takes place in May. There's 3 days, and check out the speakers. There are 50 speakers so far, and you can see that Mr. Garlinghouse is right at the top. Wow. He is announced as number 4 in a field of some really big names. If you are a news junkie and you love crypto, this is a company that is aggregating all of that really good content. Mark Cuban invested in a company, and it's called One Page Crypto. I learned about it by a post that had come from Attorney John Deaton. And looking through it, it's a very good aggregated news site. I like the visual side. I've been using Crypto Panic, which is good, but this looks much easier to read, and it actually looks like a lot more content is being aggregated. So there you go. What was the name of this one again? It was called One Page Crypto. And last but not least, today we've got 2024 predictions coming out. This is kind of an annual thing. You'll see a lot of predictions over the next couple of weeks. This is from Stu Alderati, the Ripple Chief Legal Officer. Judges will continue to be the last line of defense against the SEC's overreach, and the SEC will continue to lose major issues in the courts, setting the table for a showdown in the Supreme Court. The second prediction is Congress will agree in principle on crypto regulation, but disagree on the best course of action, leaving U.S. crypto firms stuck while the rest of the world makes significant positive strides. And finally, at the top of his list, he says in 2024, the last bit of the SEC's misguided lawsuit against Ripple will finally come to an end, but the SEC's campaign regulation by enforcement will continue against other industry leaders. All right, everybody, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.